Hey guys, it's Kara. I am here to do the ultimate tag, which I was tagged back in like a while ago by Patty Cakes TV. So thank you for tagging me. It's a long tag, so I'm gonna try to get through it really fast. Um, let's get started. So the first question is, do you get sick while reading in the car? I get very sick while reading in the car, so I can't read in the car, but I can listen to audiobooks. That's only if I'm not driving, because even listening to audiobooks while I drive distracts me and I can't focus on the book because I'm driving. Question 2, which author's writing style is completely unique to you and why? Um, I couldn't really think of an author's writing style that's super unique, but I did think of an author who you can tell who the author is just by like reading what they wrote, and that's Chuck Palahniuk. He's a very distinctive style. Um, Harry Potter series or the Twilight Saga? Give 3 points to defend your answer. Well, my answer is Harry Potter. And the first one is because the story is more interesting. The second one is because the writing is better. And the third point is because the fandom is better. Yeah. Um, do you carry a book bag? If so, what is in it besides books? I only carry a backpack when I go to school, so I would have all my school stuff in it. But I do not um, carry like a book bag. I just have a purse. So yes, there are no books in my purse. Um, question 5. Do you smell your books? No. 6. Books with or without little illustrations. Obviously, with illustrations is way better because I just like to see the art in the book. I think it's a way nicer touch. 7. What book did you love while reading, but discovered later it wasn't quality writing? Now, I thought about this question for a long time, and I genuinely couldn't think of any. I mean, there are obviously the childhood books that you read in middle school where you go when you go back to read them. They're not as good as when you read them when you were younger, but it doesn't to me that doesn't mean that the writing is bad. So yeah. Um, do you have any funny stories involving books from your childhood? Please share. Yes, I read the entire Daughters of the Moon series. There are 12 books in that series when I was in 7th grade. Um, Well, unbeknownst to me, I was pronouncing the villain's name as the Antrox, but it wasn't until I got a lot older when someone was reading one of them and they were like, "Oh yeah, the villain, the Atrox." I'm like, "No, no, 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 no. It's the Antrox." And they're like, "There's no N." And I was devastated because I had been saying it wrong in my head for like years. So there's that. I can't believe I was saying it wrong. Um, what is the thinnest book on your shelf? Well, I just picked it up, and it is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Yay! Which is super. It's like 40 some pages long. And then the question 10 is, what is the thickest book on your shelf? And that would be Stephen King's It. So look at them together. Isn't that just contrast? Um, Do you write as well as read? Do you see yourself in the future being an author? Um, I I used to write when I was sorry, my hair is being really annoying. When I was in middle school, but I don't write anymore. I just write for school. I haven't written for fun since 8th grade. So no, I don't write and I don't plan on being an author. When did you get into reading? Well, that could be. There's just different like chapters of reading for me. Like I read a lot in middle school, and then I stopped reading in high school until senior year when I read Paper Towns by John Green, and it just went. I just went crazy and started reading again. So I guess I started reading in middle school. R.L. Stein books is where it's at. Um, what is your favorite classic book? I don't really have a favorite classic book that I can think of, but I do have one that I really enjoyed recently, and that would be Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. So this was a fantastic book. What? Oh wait, in school, was your best subject language arts / English? Yes, I was always super beast at language arts, and it was never like a hard class that I dreaded or anything. I really liked it, and also my major right now is I'm an English major, so you could say that I like English. If you were given a book as a present that you had read before and hated, what would you do? Well, obviously, I would return it to the store that it was purchased from and get a book that I actually enjoyed. What is a lesser known series that you know of that is similar to Harry Potter or the Hunger Games? Um, I don't know if you guys know this, if you watch any of my other videos, but I am such a fangirl for Fablehaven by Brandon Moult. It's a series, and it's so good, you guys. You should read it. But then I'm kind of like skeptical about letting people read it because I don't want it to become just never mind. I was gonna talk about how like things that get too popular can sometimes people will think negatively about it. I don't know why, but it happens, like Twilight or Hunger Games. So I don't want that to happen to it. But it's an amazing series. It's amazing. What is a bad habit you always do besides rambling while filming? I don't. I thought about this and I don't really know. I guess I could be kind of fidgety or not as professional as other people. I haven't really given a lot of a thought to that one. Do, 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 do. What is a bad habit you always do? No, I already read that one. 18. What is your favorite word? Now, I was thinking a lot about this question because I don't really have a favorite word, but when I was little, I used to always like to say boy because I was boy crazy, so what can you do? But yeah, boy, or actually, I think I'm going to change this question to what is your favorite word from Harry Potter because let's be honest, that's way easier to answer. And my favorite word / spell is Sectum Sempra because that is just the best spell ever and it's fun to say. So there you go, you guys. That's way better. um, are you a nerd, dork, or dweeb, or all of the above? I don't really know the difference between them. I mean, I've had people flat out be like, "You're such a nerd," but I take that as a compliment. So I guess nerd. I don't really know the difference between them. Vampires or fairies, and why? Vampires, just because I like I don't know. I think vampires are more interesting. Shapeshifters or angels, and why? Shapeshifters because they're more interesting. I don't know. Like I would rather read about shapeshifters than not werewolves than angels. The next one, 22, is spirits or werewolves. This one's really difficult because I don't. I guess spirits, werewolves. I'm not sure. I guess it just depends on what book I'm reading. That one's kind of like an even playing field. Um, 23, zombies or vampires. Vampires. I've never really been a zombie fan ever. I don't really like zombies that much. I know it's like super weird, but I just don't really like them. Like in the anthology Zombie versus Unicorns, I am super team unicorn, like hardcore. Love triangles or forbidden love? Forbidden love. And finally, question number 25. Full-on romantic books or action-packed with a few love scenes mixed in? Now, obviously, I choose the action-packed one because I feel like you need to have a balance of action and love and all of that stuff to make a book really good. And yeah, so that is the ultimate tag, I think is what it's called. And hopefully this video isn't too long. So thanks for sticking around, and I hope that this was interesting. And let me know if you have anything to add to what I said, or if you just want to talk to me in the down bar. I'll link my Tumblr and Goodreads and all that fun stuff down below, and Patty Cakes TV's channel. Alright, bye.